from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Number 22,
and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Second and 9.
You look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Sit hard! 180! Motion!
Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Sit hard! 180!
They go play action with Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Sit hard! 180! Sit hard!
Jackson, option right. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
180! Sit hard!
Oh, how about this on first and goal? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
10-yard line.
This is Hill on the draw play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Makes the score Ravens
Extra
7,
point splits the
Dolphins
uprights,
nothing.
and it's now a 7-0 game.
Loop to kick off for
Now after the
Baltimore.
touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Here comes a reverse. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Tyreek Hill
And all in all, a
return.
pretty solid
The
return.
Dolphins
Nearly
take
got
over
it to the
first and
35.
10
They'll mark him down
at their
officially
own
at the 34.
34-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready. Ready, two, tonight.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
You look at this
and
Baltimore defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Tagovailoa's
He'll get
pass.
only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain
We'll see what kind of
3.
mindset they have here
It's
offensively
3rd
after giving up the
and 7.
touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a
The Dolphins at 5 and 3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple. Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready, two,
Motion.
out.
Crash.
Up the middle, Achane. And some room to work. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The game at 7.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and 9 here.
180. Shut up.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now Hill to return it. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go ahead. 118. What's that? Hey, 21 T8. Out.
Here's Tua. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Seven, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
T, ready? Let's go, let's go. 180. 180.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Baltimore, first down.
180.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Get hot. 180. Motion. Get hot.
Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Jackson going to keep it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
14-yard line.
Onward.
2nd and 6. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Hey, 180. Yo, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
For Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Hey, get set.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd
Marlon
and
Humphrey
9.
with the tackle defensively. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Achane. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Dolphins have got it.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Third down and
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
18, what's that? Ready, set.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
All right, come on. Out.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Tavius Robinson there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Get set. Go ahead. 18, what's that? Oh,
They'll go. Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Shot! 180! 180!
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For Justice Hill.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time.
180. Sit hard.
Throwing is Jackson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
180. Sit hard.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready, let's go. Ready, set.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
That ties the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
44. Ready.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
2nd and 10.
Ready. Go, motion. Out. Out.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
3rd down and 13.
Ready. 22.
From midfield, here's Tua. He'll look downfield for Waller. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Ready. Come on, 2.
Now Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, get long. 18. Wait.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and 3.
180. What a shot.
They go play action now. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. He'll find Bateman once more. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
You are X. Shut up!
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll try to pick it up himself. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference. Ruined that series of downs for them.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You're right here.
Hill. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
32 Stinger. 44.
Back to throw here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
He's just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Jam. All right, go ahead, go, go, go. Ready. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
All right. Ready. Hut.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Fly. Ready. What's that? Hut.
Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Ready. Ready. What's that?
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready. What's that?
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, long. Out.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready. Corner, long. Ready.
Here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Achane. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown,
Justice Hill. 57 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Washington on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get set. Out that.
Achane gets it from the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Solo left side.
From the 44, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now, oh no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next is through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson going to keep it. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
1 yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Dolphins 28. Tyler Loop to kick off for
Now
Baltimore.
after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey. Go ahead.
Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Makes the score. Ravens
They get
38,
one more as the extra point's up and good.
35.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th
Jason
quarter.
Sanders to kick
Now
off
after
for
the
Miami.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a
Ravens
tight
take
game,
over
and he
1st
takes a
and
big
10
shot there on the
at their
return.
own 24-yard line.
Oh, we're ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 35.
We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Get on. 180. Get on.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
Bateman.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And the Baltimore.
These guys certainly are not
first down.
hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this
And
lead here in the
Raven
4th quarter.
first down.
180 shot. Get on. 180. Get on.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 11.
180. Sit on.
Running from the gun with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Jackson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Slide. All right, go ahead. Go, go, go. Ready.
Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Throwing Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
42.
So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here, as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.